If you'd like to know where to buy an FTX Outback tracker or any of the other cars featured in this video, be sure to check out Renix Model Tune. Ship worldwide, and there's a link in the description. Make sure to tell them Tim's RC Surgery sent you. Well, hello and welcome back to another video, and today have we got a good one for you. And yes, I can confirm it's a good one because I'm actually doing the intro to this video after having run this car. And if you're wondering how I'm going to do a box opening and review the car that I have already run, well, there's a simple explanation. A buddy of mine, Lee Coggan from Coggan Billet. Lee makes all sorts of alloys, CNC machined upgrade parts for RC cars, so go check out his website in the link below. And Lee is exactly the reason how I managed to run the car before actually doing the box opening. He also bought one and said that I could use his for the test and leave this one good. And the reason I want to leave this one good, you can actually win this very truck over on my competition website, Random Competitions. I know a lot of you don't like to do them. If you don't, that's okay, don't. But if you do, and you live in the UK or Ireland, go check the link below to my website. And if you want, for only a couple of pounds, you'll be able to buy a ticket, and fingers crossed, you'll win this very car here. And we're not like other competition websites, but don't have thousands of tickets for sale. There will be a limited number of tickets, which is all available to see on the website. And I'll let you into a little secret. This is one of, if not the best, lower priced RC rock crawlers on the market to date. Lee did modify a few parts on his truck before we actually took it out. He upgraded the 1040 ESC, which as we all know isn't very good, but for only I think about £30 or thereabouts, maybe £40, you can upgrade to the Hobbywing 1080 ESC, and it's fully programmable with your drag brake and bits and pieces, everything you'd need for crawling. So he immediately swapped that out, and also swapped out the steering servo for an AGF RC 35 kilo servo, although I don't think you need it with this, but he went ahead and done that anyway. So that's only modifications that were done. Let's get this open, have a look, see what's what, and then you can join me on the Mourne Mountains, where I push the limits of the capabilities of this truck against many other high-end rigs, including TRX4 Defenders, 6x6 axial Unimogs, Phoenix VS410s, FTX Tracker, and a lot of the other ones I can't even remember all that was there. So right, let's get to it. Let's get the box open and see what's what. In the box comes the car, comes a little USB charger, the manual, and the controller. And I love doing this bit. Let's get this peeled off and see what we have under the body. And before we take the body off, let's have a quick look and see what we actually have. And do you know what? Some people say it's ugly. I don't know. I actually really like it. I'm not sure about the grey. I would have liked it in a different colour, but it is what it is. Window stickers, yes, not great. You could pull them off and do whatever. What have we got? Tyre wise, tyres appear to be unbranded, but they do look like the Hyrax copies. It looks here like you've space for a fair lead, so I would say you could mount a winch. Yeah, it looks like we have space to mount a winch inside here with the fair lead out the front. We have portal axles with all ball raced and all metal links. A-frame at the front with quite a steep incline. You can literally come up to something vertical. A bit of overhang at the back, but again, not too much. And let's flip it over. Oh, don't know if you can see, we actually have metal side steps. And we have 3-link suspension at the front with a panhard rod in here, 4-link suspension at the rear, telescopic style drive shafts, and what else? We can see we have the Bruce 17 turn motor in here, steering servo up front, which I'll show you the speed and power of it. So not necessarily an upgrade you need to do, but if you want to do, well worth doing. And as with any new car when you get it, it's always well worth checking all your screws and bits and pieces, make sure everything is tight, and any metal on metal parts, it's well worth putting a drop of thread lock on. Right, let's get the cover off, have a closer look, and then we'll go and put this thing through its paces. 4 body clips, and the body should pop off. And we have front lights only. We'll unplug this. The rear lights is just stickers, there's no buckets inside, but we do have light buckets in the front. And let me set these body clips to the side before I lose them. So with the cover off, we now get to have a look and see what this beast actually has under the lid. And what we see here comes included with a NIM battery, which I'm sure will take a 2 or 3S LiPo. Shocks are, you know what, they're plush. They're not the smoothest shocks I've ever felt, but they're fine for, I mean, they'll do the job 100%. Plenty of articulation. There is a full fist under that, and we're not lifting any front wheels. So plenty of articulation. Servos for working your, the 2 servos that look like they work your locking diffs. And then another servo round here for your 2-speed gearbox. What we have up here, which I would recommend if you're going to do any serious crawling with it, getting rid of this. This is it a hobby wing or is it a clone? It's a WP 1040 hobby wing waterproof brushed ESC, but I definitely would recommend swapping that out for the more programmable WP 1080. They're not expensive, they're easy to swap, and they will make a massive difference to the crawling ability. And what we have here is a steering servo, and it's ample for what it is, which you will see here in a minute. But as I say, Lee did swap it out. It's just something that we would always do. First thing you do, you get a new crawler, swap out for an AGF 35 kilogram servo, and definitely make sure your ESC is up to speed. Overall, impressed. Portal axles, definitely the plastic seems thick, seems tough. Time will tell how they last, but I can tell you now they did last on the mountain run. All your metal links, all adjustable, should you need to change any of the settings. And I'm just checking to see here, we have adjustable, you've got adjustable shock positions at the back, so you can have your shock in different positions if you need it. And I think we've just got one position for the front, and we have got a 3-link suspension setup on the front with a panhard, which you can see just in here behind the steering arms, and a 4-link setup in the rear. All metal components, fully ball raced, metal ends on the shafts, and yeah, you're getting an awful lot of equipment in there for RRP of £300, and I am very impressed with it. Let me try and find 4 AA batteries for the controller. I'll show you how quick the steering servo actually is as stock, and then we'll cut to the Mourne Mountains when we'll put this seriously through its paces. And when I mean through its paces, I don't mean up a little grass hill and over one little rock and tell you all it's great. We are actually going to take this up a mountain in treacherous conditions, and you'll get to see exactly how we get on in just a moment. So battery's all in. Before we head to the mountain, I just wanted to run through how the controller actually operates. And down here we'll have a push button switch, which when I press this, watch these servos, that's for your diffs locked and unlocked. And this button here, it's a three-way position, but I'll turn the car around, let you see. This servo here operates your 2-speed transmission. Forward is in first gear and back is in second gear, and we'll run through that. Let me just lift it to show you. This should be high speed. I'm going to flick this forward, and that is low speed. And if I just flip it around this way, what we should have now is, are we locked? We'll see. Now, our diffs are locked, and how you can test that is by setting it down and it just wants to drive. I can press this little button here, and that should be both front and rear diffs locked. Some people think this is a gimmick. Personally, I think it's great because I like to challenge myself and try and drive where I can with open diffs. And if you get stuck, lock the diffs and hopefully that'll just pull you out of it. Right, I'm impressed by it. I hope you are too. Let's head to the Mourne Mountains and see what this thing can actually do. And I think we're going to try and use the Gladius with open diffs as much as possible. Don't know how well it will fare, but we shall see. There's no weighted wheels, all bone stock, stock tyres, stock foams, so definitely this place will be a great test. Oh, the big six. That's the one we won, isn't it? It is indeed. They round the pegs to play round the competitions. Shameless plug. One thing I will say, it sounds like we'll have a sound box with this thing, the noise of the transmission, but I guess that's just characteristics of the vehicle. I don't know whether it's your dip is looser or if the extra weight is making the diff slip, but this seems to be the Gladius seems to be a tighter dip. So am I haven't put around the diffs yet. Bring it the wrong way around. Yeah, that's true. That's why I was going up overhang. Yeah, must have hit the button. I was at open diffs. Haven't done much filming here because it's been so wet and miserable, but I have to say the Gladius is performing very, very well, and couldn't expect much more off it, performing every bit as good as a lot of the higher end rigs, and for only £300 on RP, definitely worth a go so far. Although we're only sort of part way there, but let's see if we can make it over this mud bog here. At 6x6, coping with that, no problem. You just have a pee there, Lee. Ah, don't worry, I can take it. Same spot, I can't even get over. 6 driving wheels, that should be easy. Look at that.
The front diff is not going to go.
See that front wheel not turning or something?
Yeah, it's off too deep, you see. So this when it catches it.
Well, I tell you something, I'm missing a few teeth and I can still keep going.
Still have your steak well done.
Is that meant to happen?
Yep.
Magnets are a good job, aren't they?
That's a number 3.
Electromagnets needed. I would, do you recommend magnets for a crawler?
You can bleep stuff out, right?
No, that bleep.
Raw,
That's the
unedited.
culprit there. Children.
It's raw unedited today.
We're on a mountain, you can't start editing.
Look, you can't drive what we're walking and fucking...
Well, I have to say, I'm not in the open dip.
No, it's not open dip, country.
Not at the minute. And it's hard to drive one hand here. Magnets are a good job, aren't they?
Anybody gets through this bit?
The Gladius is just going to drive through it here, no problem. If somebody gives me a push. 6x6, look at that, like it wasn't even there.
Look on it, can it? Even with the root in front there. Don't bother that either.
Right, where are we going here?
Towards where he's spot.
Oh,
25 feet. Like everybody else now, before we drive. We're just evening it up there.
oh! I think the Gladius will just go straight up there. Straight up. So the 6x6 couldn't get up it, and the Gladius just went straight up it. Look at it,
Yeah, swing put it back there.
I know.
Yeah, speed and power.
That's your old friend Mo. You don't know Momentum.
Oh, that's just bad driving.
Right, come on, can the Gladius beat the 6x, well, the 4x6?
It can. I'm not risking any more of that there. It's grenaded like.
You still open diffs or fully locked now?
Lock. Non-existent. No choice.
Hey, I have a hunch what's going to happen here.
Keep over to the more to the right.
No, I mean, with my car, the shell's gonna pop off again, watch.
I'm hanging out with the mirror models of 4-wheel drive now. Does this mean I have 4 drifting back wheels now? Can I slide from the rear?
Holy shit. The shell didn't pop off.
Nope. Too far over. Must be narrow, is it?
Yeah. There we go. As soon as it clicks, it goes back. Do the nudge. Do the nudge. Do the nudge.
Take 100-foot run up.
Give me some power!
Right, so we all made it to the top bar. Was there two? Two sort of disappeared, but I don't know where they went, but not much of a view because they're all Hallions. So yeah, this is the view you'll have to put up with, but bit of grub, some battery replacement, and I think some of you guys going on this way? No? I don't think so. No. Now, the last time we headed out this way and then swung right and up to the top of Sleeve Dome, but I think this is as far as we're going today, and we're just going to head back down along rocky path through Peat Bog, and I don't know if you can see it, but that is the car park way over there. It does look closer than what it is. It's probably a couple of hours walk, but anyway, going to finish our cuppa and then head back down. The Gladius, portal axles, Bruce motor. These upgraded the ESC to a 1080.
Yeah.
And an AGF 35 kilo. An AGF 35 kilo steering servo. And you know what? It's as good as anything I've ever driven, and I don't know what footage you'll get because the camera was bogging, but it was beating quite a lot of more expensive higher end rigs. So essentially, don't buy anything expensive, just go to Model Tune and get one of them. Now this is how dry we all are.
Never again.
Dry as a what?
Mildly moist.
Mildly moist. Well, thoughts on the I was going to say Gladiator. It's the FTX Gladius. The whole way up, whole way back down. Never missed a beat. Done most of it, I'd say probably 75% of it with open diffs, and there was a section where I thought it was open diffs and it wasn't. But no complaints, other than extremely noisy diffs, although they're working fine, but they are noisy. And I say it's not quite stock, almost stock, has the AGF steering servo and an upgraded 1080 ESC. Other than that, brilliant rig. What can I say? Go buy one, that's it. As you can see, hopefully from the video, I don't know, I haven't looked at it yet, the screen was absolutely bogging, but it beat TRX4s and it beat Unimog 6x6s, going up some of those climbs. It beat the FTX tracker, which had to get winched out. Again, it just drove straight up. So yeah, it excels in some instances, and well worth the money. Go get yourself one.